We are coming to you from Branson, Missouri, so we are really excited about this. It's one of the first shows of its kind here, and we are hoping that it's going to be around for quite a long time.
Oh, yeah.
And we just want to have some fun and some laughs and entertain you for just a short time. And I see lots of great faces out there today, so thank you all for coming. So, hey, we're going to talk about some of the craziness that's going on in the world right now.
Yes.
The eclipse
Oh
that's
my gosh,
coming up.
I just heard a phone. Who was that? Was that you, Ray?
No,
Was that Ray?
my phone was in the
Ray?
back. It was not me.
I know, you
It's
check
not
your
me.
pocket like it's about
I got church phone rules. I turn it off, I put it on silent, and I throw it in the back.
All right, that's all right. Well, we were crazy, right?
Yeah, crazy.
Crazy phones, all of that. But you know what is super crazy? Like, what about all this craziness about this eclipse?
I know.
Are you guys gonna?
Are you
go look at it? Are
watching?
you gonna,
I am
are you fanatics, or
absolutely.
we got some hands.
I am absolutely terrified of this eclipse.
You're terrified.
I have seen enough movies to know
The zombies
that
are
whenever
coming.
the sun goes out, it's never a good thing. Either it's aliens,
Yeah.
somebody's doing a spell to bring out the mummy,
Yeah.
or not the
right.
Tom Cruise money, but
No.
the Brendan Fraser one we
Oh,
actually
yeah,
saw.
that's a good one, because that's the best one. 'Cause
Yes.
the Tom Cruise one was.
Yeah. And that's
Sorry,
surprising
Tom.
because Tom Cruise, everybody loves to watch him run. He's run away from mummies,
Yeah.
spies, 2 marriages.
know.
So that guy can run. That guy can run.
He's a good runner.
I don't want to make Tom Cruise mad though, because he's the kind of guy that if you
I
make
know.
him mad, you just disappear.
I know,
So,
right? Because he's got a lot of backing behind him.
He's got a lot of
We love you,
backing.
Tom. Come on the show.
we love you, Tom.
So there's some crazy stuff with this eclipse. Like we know some people who live up north in Missouri, and it's supposed to pass over one of the cities in north Missouri called St. Joe, Kansas City area. And we've heard and looked at some of this stuff. Their traffic is crazy up there already. And they have got on I-29 up there. They've put out porta potties along the
Really?
highway because they're expecting the traffic to be stuck for hours. And can you
During
imagine?
the eclipse, or is it just like that all the time?
Starting now.
it's that popular.
Yeah, I don't know how popular St. Joe is.
And the
but-
eclipse is only, what, 2 minutes long?
well, yeah, but there's the whole lead-up thing. I guess it's like, I don't know.
So that's the thing. People are gonna go, and they're like, if they've never seen one before, and they're like all this hype, and then they're gonna watch and like,
Yeah.
this is it. This is what I got excited about.
Assuming they can even see it, we are in
Right.
Missouri, and
We are in
we
Missouri.
all know how the weather changes in Missouri on a dime.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I mean,
With our luck, it'll be cloudy. Like
Yeah,
every meteor shower that happens in Missouri, you never see because of the clouds. So.
Exactly.
Well, actually, I hope it is because it's only fair. I think it's just horrible that the moon has to schedule this during work hours. Because how the heck am I supposed to go and look at it? So I hope it's cloudy for everybody else.
Oh.
Because if I don't get to see it, you guys don't get to see it.
So we have these that we got off the internet. Now, these are, have you seen these?
These are the solar glasses.
Yeah.
NASA says you cannot just look at it with your bare eye because
Yeah.
it'll damage your retinas. You have to get these official, really cool
I can't see anything through here. Soluna.
They have to have a ISO 12412-2 printed on the glasses to provide
Do you
proper
got that?
protection.
1, 2, 4, 1, 7, 12, 32. Make sure it's printed.
Just make sure they look like these.
Yeah.
And you get them from,
Let's see that.
Online's
Some
where we
people
got
got them
these.
online, some people
so-
get them from libraries.
Everybody's sold out around town.
Yeah, you can't get
all
them
over
around
the
here.
places. Do you guys have yours?
Yeah, how many have it?
Now you guys are gonna live on the edge and just look right at the sun, aren't you?
Yeah, are you going to do the old shoebox thing? Because, we did that in school, remember?
Shoebox?
Like
Yeah,
because
you had to
the
like,
last
yeah.
full totality eclipse was like in 1979 or something.
Oh,
and
and
they
things have gotten so much better
Yeah, they
since
didn't
then.
have.
So
we
much
didn't,
classier.
we didn't have technology back then. We had to look in the shoebox, like this. Like it was.
What did you put in the shoebox?
Nothing. You just put. How old are you, Ray? Come on. You had to put a hole.
I'm
You're making us feel
31,
old.
but I still feel
You're making us feel old,
22,
Ray.
23.
You had to put like a little pinhole in there, and you could see like the little image of the sun, and the moon was coming across. It was like watching a little stop motion video on your shoebox. It was not fun. No, it was not fun. I did not enjoy it one bit. But
sorry.
and I'm always tempted to go. Okay, you know what?
Yeah, because they say don't look,
Yeah.
but that makes you want to look.
It
Yeah.
does. It does.
Many stories in our history have been don't look, and everybody's looked, and what's happened? It's always been bad.
Yeah.
So when somebody says don't look, don't look.
Yeah, especially in
Really
Vegas.
don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have a lot of things that we have to look at and be trending on to do this talk show. So they have like a bunch of magazines and things for us to read.
Yeah.
We have homework. And so we were looking at some things. And one of the articles that I saw was this Kevin Can Wait. Does anybody watch that show on CBS? It's the new, isn't it great? I love it.
So popular, one person's watching in our audience.
Kevin, I'm so sorry. So the thing is with this is that Leah Remini, who used to star with Kevin James in King of Queens, guest starred on the last two episodes, and it was so widely popular that they have decided to kill off the wife, the character, and replace her with Leah Remini.
But not as a wife.
But not as a wife. But is that crazy? And we're all actors, so I thought it'd be interesting to kind of like.
If I'm on a hit show and you kill me off, I'm coming back as a ghost,
Right?
whether you want it or not. 'Cause
Right?
That's like.
It's crazy. And if you look at the characters that are on this new show, they're very similar to the ones that were on King of Queens. So if I was.
It's like a King and Queens redo with the original cast of King and Queens.
Right. And if I was the cop friends on this show, I'd be like worried because there's a dude for Deacon, there's Spence character, and his brother's already on the show. So it's just a matter of killing off a couple more. And they're cops, so how easy would that be?
And this is the first
Boom,
season
boom.
too. Imagine you book your first season of a new show. And they're like,
How
hey,
exciting.
his old guest star's back, so we're gonna have to lay you off.
Yeah, you're done. Sorry, you weren't funny enough. I know that's
would hate
horrible.
that.
That's horrible.
I would hate that.
I know we have a lot of great shows going off the air this year too. The
Right.
Last Man Standing.
Oh,
how
yeah.
how
Last
sick
Man
are we
Standing
that
was
Last
good.
Man Standing went off the air?
Yes, I was a big Tim Allen fan. Home Improvement, I love that stuff.
I loved
man.
it too. He was great. He was lovely in this one. I loved the whole thing. Just his sarcasm is hilarious.
Yeah,
So-
and then there's the middle.
The Middle. I love
Yeah.
The Middle too.
Which one is that about? 'Cause I
That's the
haven't-
one with Patricia Heaton.
Okay,
And
I still don't
they're a
know.
Midwestern family. What? Okay, you're done.
Already?
There's a mid.
You're Kevin can waiting me right now? The first episode?
Kevin James, we need a replacement.
Oh my God.
Can you get that for us? Because
Oh my
first show,
goodness.
he's done.
The Middle. I've never seen The Middle.
You've never
Good
seen
show.
it? It's a great show.
See,
How
I
many
see,
of you
I'm-
watch The Middle out there? Isn't that a great show?
Even more,
It's a
even
great
more.
show.
Yes.
I'm a Netflix guy. A lot of shows I watch are on
I
Netflix.
think it's on Netflix.
I think it is
Okay,
too.
well then that
It's been
excuse
out.
is out
You
the
have
window.
no
It's like
excuse.
8 years. It's
I
been
promise
on.
you I will binge watch it.
8 years.
8 years. Wow.
I know, that's sad. You don't watch it.
I'll watch it. I'll start
You
watching
should
The
watch
Middle
it.
just for your
Because
sake.
you know what? And to be honest with you, I only started watching it a few years ago, and then I watched.
That's how you do it. You can't watch
Yeah.
the first season on TV because waiting every week is rough. You gotta wait for about 4 or 5 seasons, and then dedicate your whole weekend to
Yeah,
it.
even longer than that, because it's 8 seasons. So that's a lot of episodes to watch. And I'm the same way. I don't like to wait. So when I binge watch, I'm like up all night. My husband's always like, "What are you doing?" I'm binge watching the show. I can't stop. It's like the season has to be done.
But the difference is, like the cast of The Middle, they determined together
Yes.
that they wanted this to be their last season. So it
Yeah.
wasn't like, guess what, you don't have a show. They decided as a collaborative team to call it quits after
Yeah,
this season.
and I'm sad to
so.
see it go because it was really funny. I liked all the kids
Yeah.
in there. There's a lot of relatable stuff for us here in the Midwest.
Yeah.
So very, very excited about.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I think it's time for us to take a quick break. So if you guys will just hang out with us, and we'll be right back after this.
Yay! This one, Monica. I forgot that was our music. I was like, what? Freaked out.
You can tell it's our first show. I'm trying to make sure my necklace doesn't get on my microphone. I've been yelled at by Kong.
No, hey, hang on a second. Speaking of accessories.
Oh yeah.
All right, Renee, can you please stand up real quick? Can you please show the audience?
Just
you
show
please
the
show the
lovely
audience?
accessory that we're wearing today.
This is what happens when you have low budget for your show.
Yeah.
You run out with
Thank you.
no.
We spare no expense on our
Expense, no
set.
expense.
All right, let
Yeah.
me just say before you guys think I stole it,
You should see the boot on her car.
because I didn't. I went to buy my outfit, and they forgot to take it off, and I didn't realize it till I got here, which meant it was too late for me to go take it back and say, hey, can you take this off?
That is the perfect excuse when you get pulled over.
Right? Exactly. Exactly.
That is the perfect
Do you
Winona
see
Ryder.
this tag? They forgot to take it off, officer.
I just forgot to take it off.
Don't
That is
don't mind the
why
little
I didn't-
pinchers in my
so
car that
I
says
rented
nothing.
this car. I just got in and I rented it, but they forgot to give me the keys.
I don't want social media all over Renee Michaels is a thief.
Oh my goodness.
Caught wearing stolen items.
Yeah, she's enough trouble on social media. Let's not add to it
let's not do that.
she's got issues.
The alarm didn't go off though?
It did. I think it's one of those ink ones.
What
so,
store was
like,
this?
They're like, oh, you're fine. Go ahead. You're
So I
fine.
couldn't, if I try to take it off, I'm afraid it's going to explode.
Don't do that when I'm next to you. Do that.
It'll,
Try it
it'll
in the
be
back
like it'll
when
be
we're
like
done.
one of those bank things when you open up the thing and then
Yeah,
that's what's
Yes.
gonna happen. Yeah.
Get it all
Yeah.
over the couch. That wouldn't be good.
No.
Party pack.
No.
There we go.
Well, welcome back, guys, to the Daily Fix. Do you play sports at all?
I mean, I'm athletic.
I mean,
I could play.
I mean,
you know,
look.
I mean, come on.
No, my grandfather, he boxed in the Army, so I started boxing.
Oh,
as a
box-
tribute to him.
So
we
do
can have
you
some-
play team sports though?
I used to play basketball.
Well, we are at the wonderful ballparks of America, we've already mentioned. And
Yes.
and if you're in Branson, you need to check it out because it is just an awesome thing. They have many replicas of like big fields here. They have like Busch Stadium
Yeah.
and Wrigley Field. It's just awesome. So come and check it out when you
Yeah,
can.
driving
because,
up here, I looked at it. It was gorgeous.
Oh, and they have like team suites and everything. I mean, we took a tour like a couple weeks ago. Awesome.
I had no idea. No idea.
It's like a community within the community. This is where I'm going to be during the eclipse because no one's going to come up and get you here. I mean, I
Right.
think you'll be safe from all
What
the
if like
aliens
some
here.
Field of Dreams stuff started happening because of the eclipse? I'm saying, something's gonna happen during that
See,
eclipse.
I think we're safe here. That's what I'm saying. Well, anyway, Renee and I thought it would be fun for us to go out and play a little ball.
Oh, this
because,
should be fun.
Yeah, because thanks, Ray. Because we're obviously not athletic.
Obviously, it was. Hey.
I mean, look at our shoes.
Well,
So we went out the other day. We took our coach with us and went out and well, let's just see how it went. Oh my God, those are so cute.
Thanks.
You can't wear those shoes on the field. And there's no sparkle in baseball. What? That is not the way you're supposed to hold that.
Hey, did we get costumes?
Uniforms! They're called uniforms! Ugh!
Tomato, tomato.
What? What? I don't know what is that? Oh, wait, you want me to throw it curvy, okay.
What is she doing?
The sun is so bad for you. Am I supposed to get that? Hey, bada. Oh, you know what? I gotta have a cake ready for tomorrow for that meeting. So just give me a second. I gotta write down my menu for this.
There's no baking in baseball!
Here he comes! Hey! Now you, ponytail! Can you get that? Yeah! Get the ball!
Hit the showers!
What's his problem?
I don't know. But I like baseball.
Me too. Race it first.
Okay, go. Yeah, you know what? I'll meet you there! See ya! So, we're not as athletic as we thought we would be.
Hey, now, I thought we did pretty good. What'd you think, Ray? I mean, were you impressed?
It was very impressive.
I mean, come on.
Now, Renee, you paid for those hats, right?
Anyway, but you know what it did remind me of? Actually, I was talking to my dad after we shot this, and he said, you may not remember this, but I was coaching your t-ball. I actually did play some sports, so I know it's a shock, but I played t-ball when do you guys know what t-ball is? All right, so I played that, and my dad was the coach, and he said, but at your first game, when you hit it off the tee, you ran to third.
Oh.
So I'm like, yeah, sounds about right.
I
So-
realized after we shot that, we didn't do any running to any of the bases.
What was that at the end?
Well,
I
you
raced
did run when you hit the car.
That was
when
like a
when the
brisk
car,
walk.
yeah, that was.
That was like when you think you're being followed.
Yeah, that was like my.
Did you see what shoes I was wearing?
Yeah. You showed up in heels.
So needless
That's
to say, we probably will not be asked to play here at all. But if you play sports at all, you really need to play here because the fields are amazing.
fields.
So come and check it out. And thank you very much, Ballparks, for allowing us to come and have some fun. So that was great. Thank you. Thank you very much. And so, Ray, who we got coming up next?
Oh, coming up, we'll have our YouTube star, Sammy.
Yeah.
Yes, stop motion. She's an incredible kid, 12 years old.
Stop motion is a hard thing to do.
Yes,
Like,
it is.
do the audience know? Do you know what stop motion is? It's those.
If you ever watched the old Christmas movie, like,
It's like the robot.
Like Mr. Bill, right?
Yes.
Mr. Bill
Yeah.
was stop motion.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. And she's, for a young woman, I mean, wow. I mean, I can't even do it myself at this age because I don't have the patience for that. Well, you can tell. But she's just amazing. I think she said it was 1,000 or 600 frames per second or per minute
It was
or
something
something
like
It's
600
crazy.
per minute, like 600 and 1,000 frames per second. But we'll take a break and we'll be right back with her after this.
Yay!
Thank you. The intro is so intense. I feel like fireworks should be shooting up and we should be like that. Our first guest is a talented young girl who has her very own YouTube channel. She directs, produces, and even writes her own short stop motion stories. She has over 13,000 followers on her channel, and one of her videos have been viewed over 480,000 times.
That's
so,
amazing.
Let's take a quick look at her work.
Hey guys, it's Sammy and welcome to Smiles AG.
Hey guys, it's Ro and welcome to another Nerdy Nummies. Today I'm with Miranda Sings. Hey guys, it's me, Miranda. Oh no, it's coming at me! Back up, Cookie, it's gonna kill! You slime, back up! I got a pen and I'm not afraid to use it! You back up, you stupid slime! You're so evil and I am not a fan of you.
And the winner of Elizabeth is Pineapple Girl 101!
Carabiner like this. When belaying, left hand pulls and keeps slack out of the rope. Good communication, girls. It's harder than it looks.
Jackson, this is so hard.
This next doll is Kanani. On Dance Mom, she played Kalani. Her and I will play the ukulele. Love you guys so much. Bye! Bye!
All right, please welcome YouTube sensation Sammy.
Oh my gosh, Sammy. I didn't even know, like, so much talent.
I don't even know where to start. That was so amazing.
We're so excited that you're here and you look absolutely adorable.
Thank you.
We are actually matching
Yeah,
right
you
now.
guys
We
match.
said that in the
I'm
back.
in awe
There
to
we
actually
go.
sit next to her because I didn't even have an ounce of the talent she has when I was 12. I'm almost ashamed of myself for not being as talented as she
I know.
is. It's incredible.
And so, Sammy, tell us who you have with you today. So these are your actors in your.
Yes, this is Mary Ellen. I curled her hair last night so she would match you. And then I have Emma here. Over there, the little one's Bailey and Z. That's the one on the end on the lamp is Julie, but she's JoJo Siwa right now.
JoJo.
Yeah.
She's playing a character right now.
Yes.
She's playing it.
And then the little one next to you is Jory.
This one?
Yes. The long blonde with curls is Tenny. Miranda, the one with the lips, is
That?
Miranda Sings. Yeah.
Okay.
And that's Leah Clark, who's also Maddie in my Dance Moms video.
And these are just some of the ones you have. Like, how many do you have?
I have about 26.
Wow, 26. And they're not cheap. They're American
Yeah.
Girl dolls.
Oh,
So we all
wow.
know that these are not cheap dolls. So you really, you got high-paid actors here.
Yes.
You pretty much do. Yeah.
We got a big budget.
And we
then,
as actors
apparently.
like to hear your
Can we
budget's
get a loan?
Bigger than ours. I mean,
your budget's way bigger than ours.
Can you buy her shirt for her so she doesn't have to steal?
So this is really amazing. So what made you get into stop motion?
Well, a long time ago, when I was around 7, I really got into dolls, and on YouTube I just saw stop motions, and I had my iPad and I just made videos. They weren't good, but I loved doing them and they were fun. And later in life I kind of stopped doing them, and then later I just was bored one day and I had my Canon camera that I got that summer, and I was in my RV and I just decided to shoot a video. It isn't, I mean, it's kind of bad. You see a toilet in it, let's just say. But
So you were 7 when you started this. 7.
Yes.
I mean, knowing what you want to do in life or being creative at 7, that's a pretty big head start.
That's
Most people,
pretty
you know.
awesome. Yeah, like most kids at 7 are like, wanting to go where the snacks are and outside to play. I mean, 7 is really a young age to be learning. I mean, and you're self-taught.
yes.
Nice.
That's amazing.
Yeah, but
You've also, because you've got such a large following, I mean, you actually have like fans.
yeah, they're fun. They're so cute
And
too.
you get fan mail.
Yes, I do.
But you've not even been doing this for very long as far as YouTube goes, right? You've not been.
Yeah, I made my first video last summer, but I didn't get it
Wow.
posted until December.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I have only been doing it since the ending of
And
December.
over 400,000 views since December. That is amazing. That is, I mean, most people get on YouTube, they can barely get 10 views, and then some of them are like really mean on YouTube, so they quit right away. So, wow, 400,000, that's quite an achievement. I mean, I'm amazed. I'm thoroughly
Much
amazed.
respect for that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And now I hear you want to get into acting.
Yes.
That's our arena, so yeah, well, that's great. So what else do you want to do? You want to direct? Where are you going to go from here?
Yeah.
Where does Sammy go from here?
Of course, I want to keep doing YouTube, but I really, want to be on TV shows, and I'm a really big musical theater person, so Broadway, I guess.
Oh, well,
wow.
it's Broadway. Swing.
Hey, you know what? With your talent, I have no doubt you will make it to wherever it
Yes.
is you want to go. You're a very talented young woman. And by the way, she styles every doll.
Yeah, last night I was up late trying to fix their hair and stuff. Mary Ellen took me a really long time.
And look, and it's like, look, and she really goes to town on all these things. I mean, these dolls are like,
They're laid out.
better budget
Your
than we have.
dolls look nicer than like some people's kids.
And
They're clean, their hair's done, they got their
they're
outfits
quiet,
matched.
they're
quiet.
mindful.
Yeah.
But you
Right.
know what I really think is genius is that you decided to do Dance Moms, which has a huge, I mean, this is genius marketing, to do something that you know has a huge following and then be able to draw some of those fans to your channel. That is so smart at your age to think of something like that. And I guess that's why you're successful. So we may have to have some tips backstage.
Now, how many videos do you have on your page?
I think 30, around 30. I don't know the exact
And how long does it take to make one?
It kind of depends on how long you want the video to be, because it's 10 pictures a second.
Okay, 10. All right, so I was a
So
little
the 600 might have been a little, wow.
I was exaggerating a little.
Wow.
Sounded good.
I just went off of what
It
y'all.
sounded really good, though, right?
It sounded really great.
She was really
She'll
impressive.
get there when she gets to that whole studio.
Yeah.
Mom, Dad, home studio.
So then you take the pictures and then you have to edit it all.
Yes, I put them into my computer, and then I put it in my editing software, and then put all the pictures, and then it'll just play through the pictures. Then you have to add in the voices, and I do all the voices. Sometimes I'll have my mom do a voice just for fun.
Yeah.
But
Nice.
Okay, now speaking of voices, because when I actually saw the clip with Miranda Sings, I actually thought that it was Miranda Sings. And if any of you guys follow YouTubers at all, Colleen Berenger is her real name, but she plays this character Miranda Sings. She's got a show on Netflix called Haters Back Off. Well, so when I first saw it, I was like, oh my gosh, she got Miranda on there. But that was her doing
Yeah.
her
Yeah.
voice.
Wow.
So with the girl with the lips. So
But you actually did get to meet Miranda.
I did. She's so sweet. I'm a huge fan. I'm kind of like a stalker, pretty much. Dad and I, we drove to the airport one day. Well, we drove to Tucson and for her show, and I had VIP, so I was for sure going to meet her. But we waited. She tweeted that she was going to be at the airport the next day. I thought, what if we waited at the airport to meet her?
Smart thinking.
We waited.
That's stalker
This kid is
thinking
going
right there.
places.
no, it's even
Those
more
stalker
impressive, right?
skills
Because you were
We got there at 8 in the morning,
Wow.
and she showed up at 9 o'clock at night. So we were there 13
Oh,
hours.
my
But I think
goodness.
Dad gets props for that because
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how long. That's great parenting
That
right
was
there.
heavy-duty dad duty right there.
Yeah. So, and you got to meet her when she came in.
We got almost 10 minutes together. Super sweet. I got to meet her sister too, Corey.
Did you have the doll with you?
What's that?
Did you have the doll
I
with you?
didn't, but
Yeah, that's probably best.
Yeah.
You know, be like, hi, I have a doll of you.
She's been in the airport for 12 hours with her doll. Like, she didn't want to seem too stalkery.
Right.
12 hours was enough. We didn't have to pull the dolls out.
Don't bring your Myra doll
Yeah.
of them. I've learned that the hard way
That's
in my
right.
past. Yes.
You know, one day, I guess fans are going to be doing that to you, waiting 12 hours in the airport to see Miss Sammy, because that is amazing. And I think that you are going places, kid. That's, we are so in awe of you. Like all three of us, when we watched your videos, we're like, oh my gosh.
Because it takes a lot of commitment to put something together.
And
it's a
patience.
a
And,
lot of patience.
Like, I mean, really, like when you mess up, like, do you get like, oh?
I can't say that I don't. I do get pretty frustrated because if a doll falls over, then it's a picture a second, and you have to look at the other picture and make sure that the doll is standing in the exact same spot she was. Otherwise, it's going to look like she was standing here. All of a sudden, she's standing over here.
Ooh.
It's very tedious work.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's great. So I just don't even know what to say because I'm so enthralled that you are this age and able to do this. And you know, creating film is one thing, but to do it from start to finish is amazing. So what is your budget for your show? Do you have like $1 million budget?
Oh, no.
Dad?
Because whatever
Dad
mom and
budget
dad
is the
let you
best kind
have
of
for your show. Hey, yeah, that is a good budget because then you don't have to come up with it at all, right? So who buys you the dolls? Do you get them yourself or do they all presents?
Well, I've had my collection for a long time.
Nice.
So just over time, birthdays and Christmas, and some I do get with my own money because I do make a profit from YouTube. So,
Nice. So you're already making money then.
yes.
Entrepreneur, that's great.
See, that's awesome. So how can we ask, like, you know, how much do you make on YouTube?
You don't ask you for that.
Come on, man. I want to know, like, this is amazing young girl. What
Write it
is
on
she?
a piece of paper. We don't need people like.
So okay, let's ask you this: Are you getting a car anytime soon? Are you saving for college? Like, is this college money?
Yeah.
That's
That's college
good.
fund.
Invest in
That's
yourself. Invest in
amazing.
yourself.
she'll probably be going to college next year.
Yeah,
with the money that
probably.
she gets
As
from
smart as
YouTube.
she is, she
I
doesn't.
know.
That's amazing, Sammy. You know, we love you. We thank you so much for being here. You are just fabulous. And everybody, please go check her out. Smiles AG
is her
on
YouTube
YouTube.
channel.
She's got great videos. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sammy. And thank you to your actors. We'll be right back. Oh, and Sammy's going to stick around with us for a little bit. We're going to play a game with some studio audience members later. So Sammy's going to play with us. So your actors can retire right now, and we'll see you shortly.
Yeah, they're going to their
They're going to their dressing room. So, because again, their budget is better than ours.
Yes.
So,
Be very careful with these.
Yeah. So we'll be back in just a minute when we'll have some more fun stuff for you.
Thank you guys. Welcome back. Okay, well, you may wonder what we're doing. We're not doing an infomercial.
No.
All right,
No.
but Shelley and I went shopping one day just for fun, and we came across these very interesting products that we think you guys could benefit from. So we're going to kind of highlight some of them, and hopefully, you know, you're going to want to run out and buy these, right?
Yep.
So, where do you want to start, Shell?
Let's start with this one because this was
Oh,
an
wait,
interesting.
wait. Before you do that,
Oh yeah. Well.
What
yeah.
is that?
Okay, because
well, it's an egg pillow.
yeah.
All right, now this is a legit product. It's an egg pillow in case your egg is exhausted.
But bum.
Wait, is that like pet rocks and stuff like that?
No. Because I'm thinking that if you rest your egg before you cook it and kill it and eat it, it's less gamey. I don't know.
I don't know why, but we're gonna let our egg rest.
Yeah.
And
While
somebody
and
put
enjoy.
money into that
yeah.
invention.
Yeah, look at this is like a whole
It's
thing.
like real, and if you don't, you can use it as a hacky sack too, which I'm not even gonna do because
Yeah.
I'm not gonna embarrass myself like I did on the video. So
These are really I don't know. We saw these and didn't know what they were for.
The guy who invested in these, I know a TV show he can invest in.
Right? Exactly.
That's right.
Exactly. That's what we should do. do. We should call them. So our egg is resting. So let's be quiet. So we don't
need a
We
lullaby.
don't rest. We don't
I
make our
dare
egg.
you to draw a smiley face on that.
Well, we
I
might.
dare you.
Who knows what we're
Please.
gonna do? Okay, so as seen on TV products. How many of you have been sucked into the as seen on TV stuff? Like, right? Don't they do such a great job with those commercials and those infomercials? Like, I have to have one.
I got a perfect push-up from one of those. They're
Right?
fantastic.
Right?
I did.
So-
Perfect push-up got me.
Ray, you're a bachelor, right? So
Yes.
you do you cook or do you
I
like?
cook, yes.
Okay,
I
okay.
eat, yes.
Do you cook or do you like cook?
What? Like there's cook and then there's microwave?
Yeah, that's
There you go, there you go.
right.
I cook.
So, okay.
I enjoy cooking.
Okay, so you may not enjoy this product, but this is called the Rapid Ramen Noodle Cooker.
Okay, because ramen noodles are so hard to cook
Yeah,
already, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
'cause- and and it comes with this. We opened it, and this is the first time we're looking inside. So
Come on.
we were I know it's crazy.
Probably a
so
buck in
this,
there. There we go.
This is what you get when you buy the Rapid Ramen Cooker.
They didn't even put ramens with it.
No,
Ramens
You
are like
expect it to-
79 cents. They could have threw that in there just
Yeah,
for the heck
package
of
of
it, too.
ramen.
but it does say ramen in the middle there.
There you go.
It says top ramen, by the way. So, but it's a bowl.
But it's not.
It's I don't even know.
This
It's-
is like every Chinese restaurant takeout
Exactly,
bowl, and they
right.
are selling it to you
Yeah.
with no food inside.
yeah, exactly, exactly.
That's pretty much. It's just a plastic bowl.
Yeah, plastic bowl is pretty much it. So, if you don't have a plastic bowl in your house, you need to go get one of these because apparently you can't cook top ramen without it.
Add
You
water.
all have been missing out. If you've been cooking top ramen, you've been doing it wrong.
Yeah.
Because you haven't
Who
used this.
cooks it out of the little cup and stuff?
No
like the
need
little
to
cup
use
that's,
stoves or pots again.
Yeah.
Who cooks their ramen? I've actually never had ramen. I can't even. I'm just gonna go ahead and throw that out. I've never had ramen before.
Well, you haven't been a starving actor long enough then.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
that's an issue. Okay, and then if you don't want ramen, if you're, tired of ramen, they also make one that's a rapid mac cooker.
Mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese. So let's see if this one comes with anything special with it. So, oh hey, look, it's another plastic bowl.
It's the same thing.
It's bigger.
Who is this person?
It's
who does
bigger.
multicolored bowls. How much is this?
They're $5. They're not, they're a good price.
I could buy a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
For $5. I could pass on this.
I can't knock it though, because we haven't cooked anything in it. It might
Do you
actually
think
be
it's
the
gonna
best
be
mac and cheese
better?
on
Do you
earth.
think it's going to be better?
What does it say?
I don't know. Like,
In 5 minutes versus 20 minutes on the stove. I don't know, because my mom makes the best mac and cheese on earth, and you can't get it
So
from
did she use one of those that she used? Like
must.
she does.
No,
she does the pot.
she
does
used the
whole-
pot.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta get a nice crusty, burnt up
well,
pot
maybe your
and then
mom
put it in
would
there.
like something that's faster. So how many kids does she cook for?
Me, one grown man child.
Oh, well, see. Maybe she would like something just to cook fast. Maybe someday, Ray, she just doesn't want to cook for you, Mac, and she's like, here, just use this. Maybe this would be something that
Does
you
this
can.
appeal to anybody? Like, is this something that you would go out?
These are great products. These
Yeah,
are
oh, yeah,
great.
Bobby's like, yeah, I'll do it.
You do
I'll
it?
do it.
That looks good to me, man. I'm a baseball player. I just like cooking in the microwave. So, one other thing we have, and now this is. Do you know what this is?
No.
Anybody know what this is? This, because grapes are so big, okay? You can't put them in your mouth.
Right.
You have. This is a grape slicer, okay? So you put your little grape in there, and I tell you what, I
mean, for kids and babies though, if you want to give it, that makes sense
scared
though. That
at
makes
first,
sense
but,
though.
and then you just squeeze, and it comes out.
Oh,
in,
wow. And it
little-
shoots out.
Like little, it comes out like little orange slices. It's the cutest little thing. So this was like $4. So I mean, it's actually not a bad buy.
But I want to know, like, why? Why would you need to do that?
If you're making a party tray and you want to make it look pretty,
Why?
you want
Because
little-
you're on a
you're just gonna-
budget,
here's-
so you gotta
here's
instead of
some
giving people
grapes.
regular sized grapes, you dice
gotta
the grapes.
ration 'em.
If I go to a party
gotta
and that's
ration
how
'em.
they serve grapes, I'm just leaving because
And
that's
what do you
rock
serve
bottom.
grapes with at a party? Like what
They've
product?
got grape dipping sauces.
Like the,
grape-
Yeah. What kind of grape?
I'm gonna serve my diced up grapes on a pillow at my next
There
gathering.
you go. That's good. What kind of diced graped up slices are you like eating at a party? That's what I want to know. So here, I want you to do one because it's.
Because it is fun.
Yeah, it is fun. Like I have to say that. I mean.
Wait, we might gotta get out of the
Yeah,
way
I
though,
know,
because
'cause-
it shoots it out. I gotta return this shirt. By the way.
It's hooked
Don't
on,
go back.
man.
They'll arrest you this time.
It's hooked on. It's
That's
hooked
fun
on.
though. That's like
So-
popping bubble wrap. Like I'm the guy that when I
Right.
order stuff, I just pop the bubble wrap. I don't even
There you
go
go.
for what I ordered right away.
And you can rest your grapes if you need to before you eat them because everything needs rested.
Yeah, I'm gonna play with this all
Yeah,
night.
that's going to be.
We're gonna end this. Oh, that's getting better at it.
You're gonna have to clean up
So-
afterwards.
oh,
Sorry.
That's all right. Oh, now I got a smush grape on the bottom of my shoe. That's
I'm
not
sorry.
good.
It's only 1/4 of a
That's-
grape. It's
that's
not
not
the
good.
whole thing.
Raymond, for you.
Yes, ma'am.
Yep.
You did draw a smiley face on it. That's fantastic.
Is it well rested?
He's
It's
smiling.
smiling.
All right, let's cook it. Yeah.
Oh.
So see, I don't know why you want to. Does anybody know why you want to rest your
Did
egg?
I miss
before-
something? Why did we just throw an egg on the pan like that?
He was rested.
He was rested, and we had to wake him up.
It's like
Goodness gracious.
he took a nap on the pillow, and now he needs
it's
to be
like
awakened.
that frog in the water thing, the boiling water.
Yeah.
You just gradually, so we got him relaxed.
Or
I didn't think anything bad was
crabs,
going to
you know.
How
happen
do you wake
to
your
him.
husbands
Lobster,
up?
lobster. Wake up! So, and when you're done, you can cook them in the rapid egg cooker.
Oh, there's another
Oh,
egg.
yeah, there you go.
Perfect
we didn't
for
even
home.
After you rest them, cook them up.
Perfect for home,
Yeah.
dorm, and office.
Yeah.
Wow, because you know when you're having a hard day at work, you just want some eggs.
That's right.
Man, the boss is really right on me. Could you scramble me up an omelet?
Hey,
Can you microwave
it's
me some
comfort
egg?
food. Comfort
Yeah.
food, yeah?
Yeah. And then the other one they had was an oatmeal cooker. So
A minute and 20 seconds.
and you know what's crazy
Wow.
is all of these kind of really look alike. They just change the shape.
I think you should live on the edge and cook ramen in this one.
Yeah. Yeah, because
And maybe,
yeah.
yeah.
is a bowl.
And it even says do not
is a
cook
bowl
top
with
ramen in
handles.
this.
Is that what it says?
This is a bowl with handles. This is your nephew's little cereal
this
bowl
is-
with
this is-
handles,
This is
people.
for the grapes. There you go. There you go. Now you can have your little grapes and eat them. There you go.
Wow, okay.
We have one more product.
One more.
And we tried to get this product in before we shot today, but it didn't make it in. So I had to fashion my own, and I had a little help from the hubby helping me out with these. So I know you guys like to party. You know you like your wines. I know you like
Such a partier.
to have that. So I made you some
Yes.
Yes.
wine glasses because you know when you're drinking just out of the wine.
I thought
bottle,
that was a bong. I'm not gonna lie. I thought the show took a way different turn that I was not ready for.
you get
I
judged.
thought we were gonna be scrambling up eggs and passing it to the audience.
We were hungry, that's why we had the munchies. So when you're drinking wine directly from the bottle, you tend to get judged. But if there's a glass,
You're classier.
you got this. So I got you each one. So you can do margaritas out of yours. You can do wine out of yours, and then I have one more.
Is this actual wine in here? Or is it grape juice?
It's sparkling grape
Okay.
juice. So you're okay. You're all
All
right.
right, 'cause I gotta drive
Because it is
later.
a family-friendly show.
It is.
So I have one more that I thought. Now this is the party one. This is
Wow.
the king.
Yes.
The King Guzzle. So when you have a group of people over, you can share. You can do straws in that one. But it's nice. It lets the wine aerate at the same time. So
I like it.
pour
I
the
actually-
wine in, and you don't have to mess with the pesky pouring after that. You just pour the whole bottle in there, and you're done for the evening. You just have fun, kick back, and
Don't need a
enjoy.
refill.
America,
No.
cook
Yeah.
faster, drink longer.
That's right.
I love it.
That's right. And 2 lucky audience members who play our games with us later will be able to take
The
one of
funnels.
these home with
The
you.
funnels.
So
That's right. Hey,
enjoy.
I got egg pillows. Who wants egg
Who
pillows?
wants egg pillows?
Egg pillows.
Who wants egg pillows?
Good hands,
Anybody
good
else?
reflection.
You don't need egg pillows.
I got you, buddy.
Go!
Hey,
See,
people who
this-
can't play baseball,
I-
stop throwing stuff at my audience members.
Sorry, I almost
I'll
took
throw
your
on
head
the
off.
collar.
Who wants a grape slicer?
Okay, we will be back right after this.
See you guys.
Well, our next guest is an actor, writer, national touring headline comedian. He's performed in dozens of plays, from musicals to comedy to drama. He's an award-winning playwright in Los Angeles. He's written for comedians from the Blue Collar Comedians to Jeff Dunham's Comedy Central special, Conan O'Brien, and the folks at Saturday Night Live. A regular on the nationally syndicated Bob and Tom Show and the John Boy and Billy Big Show. A regular at comedy clubs all over the country, and one of Carnival Cruise Line's top 10 comedians. He's appeared on My Name is Earl, on the Gilmore Girls, which is, love Gilmore Girls. Anyway, I digress. And several other TV shows. He is the father of 4, who now performs full-time at the Pierce Arrow Theater in Branson, Missouri. I would like you guys to welcome my good friend, Mr. James Sibley.
Thank you. Don't worry, I've never heard of any of y'all either. So. I'll tell you about myself a little bit. I'm 52 years old. How about that? I'm supposed to be 53, but my parents helped me back. And I'm divorced. We got other divorced people out there? Come on, where you at? One other person, yeah. The rest of y'all. You don't know what divorce is like. I can explain it to you. Kind of starts when my wife throws all my stuff out in the street, and then it ends when a judge says I got to give it all back to her. It's a lot of fun. I got 4 kids. Y'all got kids? Some of y'all former children? Yeah. Used to be kids? Some of y'all used to be kids? Yeah, 4 kids, that's expensive all the time. Buy this and take us here and we want to eat and stuff. My kids, my 5-year-old, he's 9. I said we got divorced. We got any people that married somebody, divorced them, and then remarried the same person again? Raise your hand up. Where you at? Right there. Did it still work out? Y'all still married? Y'all are not the majority, sir. Good for you. It works out for some people. We all got friends that did that. For me, that would have been like getting a chicken salad sandwich and taking a bite out of that thing and getting food poisoning and getting out of the hospital and going back home and going, I'm going to give it one more shot. Maybe it was me. It might have been me. I'm happy and pleased and proud to say that I got married again just a little bit over 2 years ago myself. How about that? Yeah, amen. To the best girl in the whole wide world. We met on a dating website called Ancestry.com. Have y'all heard of that one? She feels like a first cousin to me. Now, my wife's beautiful. She is. She's a little bitty thing. Some of the guys that Renee seen her, Rusty's seen her, she's a little bitty thing. She's 5 foot tall, about 100 pounds. She can live off the food that I drop every day. She's like having my own little hamster. She eats health food and exercise and stuff. 2 weeks ago, I'm not making this up. 2 weeks ago, I'm laying on the couch. My wife's in the kitchen. She goes, baby, would you like a smoothie? Well, look at me. I don't eat that kind of stuff. I didn't know what a smoothie was. I really didn't know what it was. That's kind of she talking about, you know. But then she took the blender out, and I was like, well, Lord, I hope it ain't that. And she said, I put some ice in here and yogurt, blueberries, strawberries, and some stevia. What is it? What is it? Stevia. Yeah, I never even heard of stevia. And I'm like, are you talking about like a strawberry shake? And she goes, yeah, but it's healthy. My wife can't see that good. You ever notice how a yogurt thing looks just like a sour cream thing in the refrigerator? You ever had a strawberry sour cream smoothie? Pass on one of them if you're offered, because they're awful. And she pours me a big glass full of them, puts a straw in it, and it gets really thick. You ever tried to suck sour cream through a straw? You'll cave your eardrums in. I was just like, and then when it touched my tongue, I knew it was bad, but I wouldn't mean. I said, baby, this kind of tastes funny. She goes, you don't like it because it's not fried. And I was like, well, you need to fry that up then. My wife does strange things. She really does. All of us do. My wife will, or I'll say it like this. How many of y'all have your husband or wife will wake you up at 5 o'clock in the morning and go, baby, I just had the weirdest dream. And then want you to wake up and sit there and listen to them babble on for 10 minutes about some idiotic dream they just had. Don't tell nobody your dreams. They don't know what you're talking about, and they don't care either. Think about it. In your whole life, you ever heard anybody say, hey, you know that dream you had? I would really like to hear some more about that. It sounded really interesting to me. And it's a redundant statement to say it's a weird dream. It's a dream. It's supposed to be weird. That's the deal. Nobody wakes up and goes, I just had the most normal dream I have ever had. I was just sitting on the couch. How many of y'all done had your husband or wife wake up mad at you about something you did in their dream? Stay mad at you all day, you don't know what they're talking about. My wife's done that 3 times since we got married. Once right before Christmas, she woke up about 3:30 in the morning. She was mad too. She was like, I just had a dream you was loving on some other woman. I was like, well, leave me alone. I was having the same dream. Hold on, somebody's calling me. I know they're sitting on phone calls, but hold on just a minute. I gotta see who this is. I got caller ID. Hold on just a second. Who is this? Do what? Oh, this is somebody who rents a trailer from me. It won't take me just a minute. No, now listen, you didn't pay your rent last month, and last month was July. This month is already August. Yeah, it's August the 10th, when it's in the 10th somewhere. You know, so that means you're behind by a lot. You're really behind by a lot. And I'm starting to run out of money and patience. Yeah, patience, because I run a dentist office out of my backyard. If you can't pay your rent, you need to get a job. Ain't that right? You get a job over at, they're always hiring over at Walmart. You get a job at Walmart. You get a job there as a greeter, and you get to wear a funny cape. I know they wear vests everywhere else. We're here in Branson, so they wear capes. What makes it funny? What it says, ask me about my hernia. Ask me about my hernia. I don't know why it says that. It just does. That's what makes it funny. Where'd I go last week? I took a vacation last week. I went to a kind of exotic location. I went to Blue Eye. Yeah, I don't know where it's at either. We got lost and we ended up there. Blue Eye, of course. By Blue Eye, I mean Blue Eye, Missouri. Of course, Blue Eye, Missouri, where it's famous for chimpanzee. Jim Baker, that's what they said. I thought they said chimpanzees. But Yeah, we got the dessert you sent over, and that was really nice of you. That was a very unusual dessert. That was a very unusual bunch of grapes. Unusual grapes, yeah. They were made out of eggs, egg grapes. That's the first time I ever had those. You know, my grandmama had a recipe for a really nice a salad where she'd take 2 cups of shredded cheese, and then she'd take a cup of crushed pineapple and put that in there, and then she would sprinkle on some sugar, and then then she'd take two tablespoons full of sifted syrup. Yeah, you got to go to Sam's Club to get that. And then she'd sprinkle on some vinegar, and her special ingredient was a little pinch of Pringles, a pinch of Pringles. Yeah, I don't know how you pinch them either. That's what grandmas do. And then stir it up. She'd use something unusual. She'd use a grape cutter to stir it up. She'd let it sit on an egg rester for a little while, and then you could tell it was done because at the top it would have rust at the top of it. It'd have crust. It would have a rusty crust. You just scrape that off and go to town. I didn't really care for it, but the rest of the family, they did. Well, look, if you don't pay your rent, I'm gonna have to throw you and your stuff out in the yard, the big yard out behind Taco Bell, the big yard out behind Taco Bell. Maybe you can get a job there if Walmart's not hiring. All right, well, I've said my piece. All right, suit yourself. Okay, all right. I love you too, Mama. Thanks for letting me share with you guys. I appreciate it.
We'll be back with more James after this break. Thank you.
We are back with comedian James Sibley. Did you guys enjoy that? He is hilarious. James, thank you for coming and being a part of our show. We really
Thanks for having
appreciate
me.
it.
You've been out in bigger markets, LA, New York,
Yes,
writing
ma'am.
for big names.
Yeah.
So are you originally from out there? Are you originally from here, or where are you from originally?
Well, I grew up in Shreveport, Louisiana, but I started doing comedy in South Carolina. And I started just, I used to sing in different bands and stuff like that, and slowly got started doing theater and stuff. And my first real television thing I got to do was on Unsolved Mysteries. Y'all seen Unsolved Mysteries before, and I'm not making this up. I really did get
Lots
to
of
do
comedy on Unsolved Mysteries?
No, I
yes,
didn't
sir?
He was the
comedy.
actual case.
It was actually a bank robbery close to where I lived in North Carolina, and they never solved it, so they ran a segment on the show, and they filmed it at the bank where it actually happened. That hired local people, and I got to play one of the bank robbers in the reenactment. That was really cool, man.
Nice.
That was my first time on
Nice.
TV, and I didn't have lines. I didn't get to say anything.
Did
But
you
it showed
have
us.
a
Just
mask
got
on?
the-
So
No, it didn't do. That's why what was funny about it, when it ran on television, about 2 days after that, I'm sitting home the first time, and there's a knock on the door, and I go to the door, and it's the police. Somebody had seen me at the grocery store and went, "That's that bank robber guy right there." And they followed me to my house and called the cops on me. And when the cop came to the door, he was really nice. He's like, "Sir, we need to talk to you about a bank robbery." And I was all excited. I was like, "The one up in Asheville? Hey, I know all about it," which is the wrong thing to say when the cops come to your house about a bank.
Wow.
That's hilarious. So you've written for Conan O'Brien.
Yeah,
And-
I wrote Conan some stuff, and I wrote all the stuff that Daryl Hammond, the guy that used to be on Saturday Night Live, if you remember, he played Bill Clinton. I wrote him
Yeah.
all the stuff he would do when he was on Conan. He'd call me up and go, "Hey man, I'm going on Conan tonight. I need some jokes," and I'd just try to give him what I could.
That is very cool.
Yeah, that was really neat, man.
Is that hard to have somebody else do your jokes?
No,
or?
not when they paid for it.
Oh,
But it is really hard when you see
If it's
somebody else do your
stolen.
jokes that they didn't, that they stole it.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Well, I can see people stealing a lot from you because you're very, very funny. So I bet that happens a lot.
Yeah, well,
So-
she still stuff.
Yeah,
obviously.
well, we see that.
that's-
We
you're never
have
gonna let
proof.
that down.
We have proof.
Hey, you better check your dial, Sammy. She might have took one of those.
That's right.
I was eyeing the doll. That's right.
So have you done a lot of like touring, like in the comic clubs and things like
Oh,
that?
gosh,
Because I hear
yeah.
that's a rough.
Yeah, you're from St. Louis. I worked at the
Yeah.
Westport Funny Bone a lot.
Yeah, I did a glass of glass. I used to stand up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were open
You
for
did
like.
stand up?
Yeah.
Get
nah,
out.
I'm just,
Yeah, no,
you got the
glittery. Get
face
out.
in the comedy. You have to at least project it for people to see.
It's
Yeah, I
just-
did it out of high school. I won a pageant in high school. It was like a talent show.
A pageant?
Like, it was a Mr. FGN pageant. That's what they
pageant?
called it. I don't know.
A pageant, Ray?
I got a crown. And it's not as
got a
goofy as
sash?
a
Do you
sash.
still wear it? Do you still wear
don't
the
need
crown
a
sometimes?
G.I. Joe doll anymore. Just get a girl doll and
There you
have
go.
a Ray, a
I know.
pageant
It is
winner.
a pageant, but yeah.
And now your kids, do they want to be comedians? Do they
No, they don't. No, they don't, none of them want to be
Do
comedians.
they think it's cool? Like, all actors always get asked if their kids think what they do is cool because.
Well, as a comic, when I'm paid to do what I do, and so for my kids, kids to rebel against me. I dropped out of high school. I'm not ashamed of that. I dropped out of high school. I got a GED, and I pursued this. And for my kids to rebel against me, what they'd have to do is go to college and be respectable and do all these things. So that's fine. Yeah, rebel all you want. Do the opposite of what Dad did. That's great, and you'll end up fine.
So if you weren't a comic, like if this didn't pan out for you, what would you be doing? What was your goal as a child?
I like singing, but when I started performing, I was just telling that little girl there that did the dolls thing, one of the best jobs that I've ever had is doing voiceovers for radio and television commercials. Sitting there and going, dial 1-800-281-4141 for complete details. Call now, and they give you a check for that. Oh man, that's easy money right there. You know, you get $300 or $400.
But that's also hard work too. Like the voiceover stuff, it's hard to break into too, because it's like a very limited. Like they go for the same people over and over. And you have a great voice for that. So
right. One of the things, one of the advantages I got when I first started doing theater, I didn't even know what it was. I didn't even know what doing voiceovers was, and this guy said you ought to do them, and I got to do the voice of God in a play called The Littlest Angel, a Christmas play.
Wow.
And from there on, other people heard about it. I would send them a demo tape that had the voice of God on it.
That was
well,
your
when
first...
you demo yourself as the voice of God, people are gonna automatically go, well, I want to hear what God sounds like.
I was gonna
and
say,
it turns out God's got a southern accent.
That's a pretty high booking. Like after that, everything's pretty easy. I played God. What have you done?
Yeah. And how did you come up with the voice of God? I mean, you know, obviously we have never heard the voice of God. So I mean, how did you come up with that?
I don't even remember what I had to say. I think it was something like, "Bring the box to me." Have you seen that play?
No.
It's a great play. It's one of the Christmas plays, but I don't remember all the lines. But I can remember sitting in the audience and be just as nervous, even though I wasn't on stage, knowing that my voice was fixing to come up. I was just kind of, because I just started doing it, you know? Yeah, that was really neat. But since then, I've done so many radio and television commercials. I'll tell you what else is strange is to do, I'll be asleep in a hotel in Des Moines, Iowa, and they'll run a commercial that I did, and I'm asleep, my TV's on, and I hear myself talking. And I'm asleep, and I wake up and I go, what am I saying? What's going on here? And by the time I wake up and get my mind right, the commercial's over, and I go, what's happening? What just happened? And it's a very odd feeling, and you don't know it till 2 days later when you're awake and you're sitting there watching TV, and you go, that's what it was. It was they were running that commercial for that trailer park or whatever.
God was talking to you.
Yeah, God was talking.
God was coming. God was coming. Well, James, you're a very funny man, and we thank you so much for coming today, because I think we've all enjoyed James today, have we not? Thank you. And you're going to stick around with us to play a game too, right? So we'll be right back. We're going to play a little game and have some fun with a couple of audience members. So don't go away. Thanks, you guys, for being here. Oh.
There we go. I feel like I'm in a rap video.
It was a little late on the music there.
Watch swinging that bottle there, Ray.
Listen, our budget is low. We can't afford this couch. So, and speaking of the furniture, this was all loaned to us by Aaron's Furniture Rental over on 248. And thank you so much for this set. Isn't it? It's just lovely. They provided everything for us. So thank you so much for that. And another one of our sponsors, we have a little treat for you. Andy's coupons. We have any treat. So anything you want is on them. So we have them all. See Tina on your way out to get those. We'd also like to thank, again, the Ballparks of America for allowing us to be here today and for letting us have a little fun on their ball field. They've been wonderful. We love them all. Yes. Thank you to our guests, Sammy and James, because they were wonderful and they couldn't ask for better first guests, I don't think. And
don't forget the kitchen collection.
The kitchen collection for giving us this wonderful set of cookware.
Oh, and they actually have some amazing
They gave it to us. I feel bad for half the reviews I gave.
They didn't make the products. They didn't make the products, right? They just sell them. They didn't make them. But they have a lot of great stuff there, a lot of great gadgets. So go and see them. They're over in the Branson Meadows. I have to make sure we say that, not the other one.
Not the other one.
Branson Meadows.
Branson Meadows. So.
And we also need to make sure to thank the White House Theater. They're a last-minute sponsor. Most of the chairs you're sitting in, they allowed us to use as well as some pieces to our set. So that was pretty awesome. Yeah. So we really appreciate them.
We've been very lucky. Like everybody has been very, helpful and pitching in and wanting this to be a success. So we want to thank you all very much. Thank the audience for coming. Yes. I want to thank my great co-hosts, Renee and Ray, because it's been fun. You guys are fabulous. I love working with you guys. So thank you. Our great crew, that's what's here. Yes. So, and our parting audiences will get our little wine bottles to take home. And Ray gets to keep the the king guzzler.
Great.
So hopefully we'll be back and you guys can come and see us again sometime. But thank you so much. We appreciate you all very much. So have a great day. Thank you guys.